Hi, this is Ernest Pecounis. Welcome again to my channel. This is my very second video. The first one, unfortunately, was not very positive one, um, and the second one is not promising to be any better. Mainly because I'm still in the recovery process from a stroke that I experienced back on June 2019. That's a little over. It's probably around 2.5 months ago. Um, since my last video, I visited a neuro-ophthalmologist who said that my vision is fine. I just have to wait until the brain, the left side of the brain, absorbs all that blood that's in there, which means patience, patience, patience. Um, a lot of things happened between my last video and now, and I want to express my gratitude to my colleagues, my co-workers, those that know me, those who do not know me, and were very generous to contribute the shared leave so I can stay home and still get paid without losing my benefits. Without their share, I would not be right now in this shape, which is much better than what most people could ask for. I have been extremely patient, but as I said before, I have to be thankful at the same time. The reason is simple. There's a far worse case scenario that goes with every stroke, and I have to be thankful. For the last 2 weeks or so, I have been driving as well. My vision is not perfect, of course, but I'm safe. I have not forgotten how to drive. I still have I'm still in control. So I'm thankful to everybody who has been very patient and trusting me. My family trusted me with their lives basically every time they get in the car. But as I said, I'm pretty safe. I would not get behind the wheel if I did not feel confident enough that I could take it. So I've been covering short distances because that's the safest thing to do. I wear sunglasses, and I do recommend them for people who recover from stroke. Wear sunglasses. That's not a problem. I don't know if you have any vision problems. Like I said, I didn't have any vision issues. At least that's what the neuro-ophthalmologist said, and I have no reason to doubt her. So basically, it comes down to recovering slowly, the blood drying out. I'm not there. I'm not going to lie about it. I think it's going to take a while. I am, however, going to return to work next Friday. That's September the 6th, 2019. So I've been out of the office for a little bit less than 3 months. I decided against short-term disability. I don't think it would make much of a difference to stay away for another week. It would help, but at the same time, it's not worth the trouble. Again, I'm grateful to all my colleagues who contributed the shared leave and generously gave some of theirs to me. I wish I could repay them somehow, or at least when I have accumulated enough, I can give back some to those who need. I do understand what it means to recover from a life-threatening situation. Uh, I have followed a healthier lifestyle, not healthy, but healthier than many people do. I avoid fast foods as much as possible. We chose the foods to be as healthy as they could be, but at this point in time, we exercise a lot more caution when it comes to foods. My family and I, that is. So to conclude, I have some fairly decent news. Upon my return, I hope that life will slowly get back to normal. I do maintain a healthy lifestyle, which I intend to keep. I will exercise as much as I can, of course. Walking around is probably the best way to deal with this particular situation, get some of the numbness out of the way. Um, Speaking of numbness, I saw a video on YouTube. Two physical therapists, I believe, they were talking about recovering from stroke. They mentioned something about the shoulder. They said that usually the shoulder recovers quicker than the fingers, and that's what I found to be the case. I've had this burning sensation here on this side, on the left side of the brain, which is where the blood is concentrated. Um, I feel better on my left side. I still have numbness in the joints, anywhere like fingers, the wrist, the elbow, shoulder used to be a lot more. Of course, this side, of the head. I don't know how long it's going to take before this numbness completely goes. I do feel exhausted, so I think that if you're recovering from stroke, there's a good chance that you'll feel very exhausted, especially when you start driving and you spend a lot of your energy on focusing around. The situation is a little bit better with my vision when I go to the bigger stores, but make no mistake, I still have issues there. All the light, all those lights above the fluorescent lights above me, they seem to pose a little bit of a problem. A lot of colors, a lot of people around there. It's a challenge still. But my work environment, at least, is not something like that. I'll be focusing more on smaller things around me, and the light is something that I can control. I always liked softer light, and I'll keep it that way. So I hope that my return to work will not present any kind of challenges outside, of course, the display. Now that's going to be a whole lot of different issues to deal with. But having practiced here at home, I can spend a little time in front of the monitors. Occasionally, I have to move my eyes elsewhere, give them some rest. But again, I hope that this will go. So exhaustion is part of the recovery, I guess, and I'll deal with that. I sleep okay. I don't sleep continuously. I will wake up a couple of times in the middle of the night, sometimes before the alarm goes off. So, I don't know what to say about that, but I guess I'm a little bit anxious. And anxiety also is part of the recovery, I assume. I don't feel depressed. I do feel strange. Going back to work, I think, is going to be something to deal with, and hopefully my co-workers will understand my recovery process. They have been very nice so far. They have encouraged me to take as much rest as possible, take as much time as I can, as I need to recover. I can't leave them all by themselves to hold the fort. At some point, I have to return, and that's what I intend to do. So, if you or your loved one is recovering, be patient. It takes a tremendous amount of patience. I'm not going to lie about it. Stay positive as much as possible. Stay calm as much as possible. And if you have to help somebody else deal with recovery, please be extremely patient with that person. Be nice to that person, because most of us patients don't want to be a burden. Stroke is not something to joke about, of course. It's a life-threatening situation. Things can turn around without any warning. Nothing can be taken for granted. So you have to maintain a certain degree of calmness and happiness if possible, whatever makes the patient happy. So maintain a good diet. Exercise is very, very important. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to challenge yourselves a little bit if you're a patient. In the future, I intend to make my videos happier. And yes, I do have something up my sleeve. Well, I'm not wearing sleeves right now, but I have something that I have been meaning to get out on YouTube for quite some time now, long before my stroke. I was kind of hesitant, but there are actually a couple of things that I want to do. It's going to be in another video, so I'm not going to burden you now. I intend to have at least one review of what I thought to be a useful item to have, not only for recovery, but also for other cases. It's kind of helpful. So I'm gonna keep this for later. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all happy and healthy. Stay positive. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you very much.